Welcome, my dear viewer, to Dr. Paul Kibicho YouTube channel. Today is 23rd of January 2022, and we have every reason to thank our God for. It has been a period full of uncertainty, and more so because of this COVID that came allowed in the year 2020 in the month of March. But the Lord has seen it all. God has seen us all through. We have lost, we have had some casualties, and all things happens together for good for they that love Lord. As I relaxed in my house after a church service, I thought it was good for me to remind you one thing, that when you plan for your tomorrow, it does not mean that you have usurped the powers of God in terms of planning in advance. Now, this one just reminds us of what God speaks about in His holy word when He told Noah to start preparing his ark in advance. And for those people who have been keen enough, Noah was told to make the ark by God when it was extremely very sunny. He did it during summer. He never did it during winter. I want us to have a bit of time and look at that issue critically. We do what we call critical thinking. Why do you think God decided to tell Mr. Noah to build the ark during the summertime? It was purely a demonstration that today, when you have the capacity, when you have got good health, when you have got what we call good mental frame, when all faculties are operating, it is important that you start doing things that add value to you. When we talk about the rains coming after Noah had already completed building the ark, it basically means that after those people who have had, talking in terms of age, just the other day I was 25 years. Today I'm seeing 50. I'm approaching 50 years. Just the other day I was in Form 1. Today I'm talking of being a professor. Just the other day I was walking 64 kilometers in pursuit of education. Today I'm here now enjoying the fruits of my hard labor. So it basically tells us that when God is telling us to lead, or rather to get some information pertaining to what we need to do now, He's basically telling us that today, when it is winter, do what you can. And winter means do what you can today during summer, so that when winter comes, you have something to rely on. Majority of us people, we don't think from that particular direction. Most of us people, we are so ignorant that even when we've been told by somebody like me to do ABCD, most of us people, we take it for granted. Many are they out there who still think that, Dr. Kibicho's intention is maybe to unleash himself. Fine, if I get leashed along the process, there is no problem. But mine is to ensure that, having done a lot of research for 30 years, having interacted with millions of people, having seen what people go through, having gone to homes for the aged, having gone to the homes for the orphans and vulnerable, I become therefore very much aware of what awaits people, especially those who don't plan for their lives. And that is why I've been telling people, God is telling us now that this is the time that we have. Enjoy the days of your youth. However, you shall be held accountable. Most of you people, you don't even envisage, you don't even try to picturize, to visualize how life will be when your energy levels will have gone down. How terrible, how pathetic life is. I have witnessed those scenarios, and I'm telling you, I don't envy them. So for those people out there who want to be financially independent, we have what we call active investment, and we have what we call passive investment. Active investment is this time where you go somewhere, you exert your energy and brains and make money. There will come a time, and if you realize, if you look at what the government of Kenya has done, basically, a few years ago, the government decided to add 5 years to the public service. Those people who got 5 years addition, they are already retired. Those who thought that they had a long way to go, they are already retired. The question is, how do you exit the stage? How prepared are you? What are your plans? What are your goals? You have tried many things on your own. Some have yielded, others have disappointed you. Now, I'm telling you to bring your money to a professional. I'm telling you to bring money to a seasoned financial consultant of international repute. I'm telling you to bring money to somebody who has interacted with money for 30 years. I'm telling you to bring your money to somebody with the intellectual capability. Somebody who can be able to work on what we call the power of leveraging. Somebody who can be able to go beyond and, of course, do what is expected of us to achieve our goals. So, ladies and gentlemen, as has always been my campaign, I'm telling you that at Quest Pinnacle Investment Ventures Limited, we are guaranteeing you that we shall do everything possible within our capacity to ensure that the money you give to us earns you a return on investment. And I told you why we need to be many. And I told you why we need to be so many of us. And of course, our numbers have been 200 people. And those 200 people, if all of us can be fully paid, if all of us can be able to contribute, if all of us can be able to be so committed to this particular cause, we'll be able to put this money into an investment vehicle where I'm assuring you we'll be getting not less than 5 million shillings in terms of profits every month. Of course, the proceeds will be purely dependent on your contribution. Just like I've told you on many occasions, just like the way the circle operates when it comes to payment of shares, dividends, we will pay you dividends depending on the number of shares that you have. So I'm urging those people who can afford, who have the ability to even buy 3 shares. That's 48,000 shillings per month. Those who can even be able to buy 5 shares. If you multiply 16 by 5, that is 80,000 shillings per month. You are guaranteed of getting your return that will correspond and commensurate with the number of shares that you have bought. I have done it personally. I'm still putting my money into the same vehicle. I want to thank all those people who have confidence in me. Those who have continually put their money. I don't have to mention them by their names. So what is Quest Pinnacle? Why this? Yesterday I was in Karatina. I was talking to a group of 200 people. And they wanted to know how Pinnacle operates. Fine. There are things that a doctor can explain to you. But as much as he tries to be a lay person, it may not be able to meander or rather to percolate, to penetrate to some of us people by virtue of the complexity of the investment vehicle that we are undertaking. The matrix of investment may be a bit tricky to many of us. But because I'm an expert, and that is what I've studied in the university for over 22 years, I'll be able to subject your money into vehicles that will be able to give you what you call yields. So you can buy as many shares as you can. And I want to make it clear, those people who have paid their monies, please make sure that you forward that transaction message to me. I want to salute all those people who have done that. I'm impressed. Those who have not yet done that, please do that. So make sure that you give me that receipt or that particular transaction receipt or maybe message. If you have paid via the M-Pesa platform, if you have paid what we call the mobile number, please send me that particular information. It will help me a lot in terms of manning and entering the details into the system. So once again, I have always wanted to share with you that investments that we are talking about here, it is an investment that is going to guarantee you returns. We are ensuring that your principal will remain intact. And again, I'm helping people to appreciate that as you continually put your money into Quest Pinnacle Investment Ventures Limited, we don't keep this money in the bank account. Most of us people who are not financial experts, putting your money in the bank account, you only help other individuals to continually use your money as they gain the benefits without you becoming a beneficiary. So I'm saying and I'm urging all of you, most of those who have paid their contributions, please send me those receipts. I'll be able to issue payment messages. I'll be able to issue receipts. I'm even doing it lying down as we speak. I'm working on them, and I can assure you that our tomorrow will be much brighter. It is important, once again, that we continually put our money into this vehicle. And please refer to us, some of your friends. For those who want to join Quest Pinnacle Investment Ventures Limited, we have what we call, we do have our email address that you can use. Once you use that particular email address that I'll send to you, I'll be able to send you what we call the application form. In that application form, we expect you to give us what we call the next of kin, give us your details, where you work, what you do if possible, and we'll be able to issue you what we call a membership certificate. Those people who have done that, you already know that have been able to issue with what we call the membership certificate. And after 3 years, as I promised you, we will start now reaping benefits from this particular vehicle. So ladies and gentlemen, continually give us your money, continually trust us, believe in us. We are experts, we've been tested and proven, and the sky is no longer the limit. We intend, once again, we will be trying as much as we can to bring to closure in terms of registration. We are intending that maybe possibly in the next, by the month of March, April, thereabouts, we'll be done with what we call recruitment. We wanted to have about 200 people. So far, the numbers are adding up. I have really seen that, especially those people who had paid their registration fee and had not met the threshold of paying for their monthly subscription, they have done that. And therefore, the proceeds are going now to start trickling down within that 6 months. We started this project on 8th November 2022, and it has been moving on pretty well. So I'm happy to be a team captain. I'm happy to be the person pioneering this project. I want to pass our greetings from our other directors, starting with Mr. Onesmus Waigoro. We have Mr. Njogona, we have Mr. Masharia, we have Faith, among others. We'll be getting to know them as time goes by. So Kaidre, make sure that you continually do what is needed of you. We salute all those people who have paid for their 3 years contribution. We salute those people who have bought 3 shares, 4 shares, 5 shares. And if you want to buy more, please buy. So for those wanting to join us at Quest Pinnacle Investment Ventures Limited, don't hesitate, please. Make sure that you write to us an email, your email address, either through Quest Pinnacle Investment Ventures Limited email address, which is questpinnacleinvestment@gmail.com. questpinnacleinvestment@gmail.com. And for those who would like to send it directly to my email address, it is paulkebicho@gmail.com. And for those who want to send it directly to my cell phone number, it is 0722 633 021. It is always a pleasure giving you that information. I'm impressed as we walk. This is my small piece of land. I also do a bit of farming, as you can see. So we have got spinaches here, we have got some pawpaws here at the background, and we have got some maize, of course, coming up. And we thank God for that. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's always a pleasure talking to you. I thank God for all of you. You've been quite good, and we shall move together. We said poverty away from us. It is not good to stay without money. Being broke is not godly. Being broke is actually devilish in its own nature. So let's put our money. Let's continually support Quest Pinnacle Investment Ventures Limited, because we know it is not in vain that we are investing our money. With those many remarks, I want to say thank you so much for listening to me. Always a pleasure giving you the information. For those desirers of increasing their shares, kindly make sure. I want to make a very passionate appeal. There are those people who have been paying a lot of money, and some of them they have sent me what we call emails or texts, telling me that the money that they pay is meant for 2 shares or 3 shares or 4 shares. You must make it known from the word go, so that as we continually invest the money, we can be able, when we are doing what we call apportioning, what we call the investment portfolio and category, we'll be knowing who owns, how many have bought 1 share each, how many are buying 2 shares each, how many are buying 3 shares, 5 shares, etc, etc. So it's always a pleasure. Please make sure that you talk to us from along those sides, and I know God is going to bless you. So thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. It is always my pleasure talking to you from this side, and I believe together we shall move places. I pray that God is going to keep us safe. Remember, we still have COVID. Observe the protocols and work hard. Pay your tithe if you're a Christian, because God always loves a cheerful giver. And remember, it is mandatory. It is not a request that we pay tithe. The Bible tells us that we have to pay tithe in the book of Malachi chapter 3. So I wish you a blessed Sunday and a blessed week ahead, and keep in touch. For those who are near Nairobi, please come and collect your certificate. We have got so many membership certificates with us in our offices. Those who have picked, we thank God for you. Those who have not yet picked, please make a point of coming and picking your certificate. Your certificates are intact, and of course you can also collect your receipts. So I'm now working on the receipts. As you can see, this is where I'm working from. So these are the receipts that I'm working on here. So your receipts will be coming your way. I'm working on your receipts. For those who have not yet received your receipts, I'm still, being a Sunday, I'm still serving you, because I committed myself to giving you the very best. I committed myself to giving you nothing but the best. I will endeavor to do that. In case you want to talk to me directly, kindly call me on 0722633021. In case you have any issue, you have any query, don't hesitate to call me directly, and I'll be able to respond to your query. I thank God for all of you. May you have a blessed Sunday. Shalom, shalom, shalom.